Hello everyone.
Welcome back.
So this week's video is going to be us kind of showing you what we got.
Some of it we paid for, some of it was just handed to us when we walked into the doors of certain places. So one of them was given to us by a friend because she had an extra. She had 6 extra.
Yeah. So for this D23 haul video, we are wearing shirts that we got at the last D23 Expo in 2015. Mine's just Imagineering polo, and
mine is an old vintage Disneyland ad. It says the word "funnable," which is not a word, but it's fun. I think we both got these at Mickey's of Glendale last year.
Yeah, these are both Mickey's of Glendale shirts. The lighter blue Tomorrowland shirt that I wore in a previous video is also from
Yes,
Mickey's
it is.
of Glendale.
I bought that for you.
And you have another one.
I do. I have a date night at Disneyland shirt.
That's right. Yeah.
I have 2 date night at Disneyland shirts, but one of them was from the Disney store. It was a limited release. And then I have the one from Mickey's of Glendale.
So we're going to dive right in. We have here our D23 Expo. Oops.
That's the wrong side.
Wrong side. This D23 Expo bag full of all the goodies from this weekend.
It's a nice reusable bag.
Yeah, we have 3 for sure. But, so the bag is one thing that we got to continually reuse.
The first thing we're going to show is a gift we got for being D23 Gold members.
Beautiful work by Eric Goldberg. He did Disney Legends caricatures in the style of Al Hirschfeld for the 30th anniversary of Disney Legends.
And if you're unfamiliar with the style, it is that of Rhapsody in Blue from Fantasia 2000. Beautiful style.
Gorgeous.
His favorite.
My favorite. My favorite. Alright, when we were leaving the Melodies and Waltz Time panel, they were handing out these Oswald Frisbees. Oswald is he's the logo for D23 and a lot of their stuff.
I bought myself a pair of socks. They are both Kylo Ren. They're from the brand Stance. They sell these in the park, but they don't have any in my size in the park, so I had to go elsewhere for them. Ah, yes. When we were at the Emporium looking at all of the vendors and such, we love looking at all of the antique dealers specifically because they always have some great things. A friend of ours got us these, got Andrew these buttons.
It was my birthday on Friday, so he bought me a happy birthday Mickey Mouse button, one that says "Off to the Rat Race," and it's Mickey running, and then one of the home video buttons for A Kid in King Arthur's Court, which is a great movie if you haven't seen it. A Kid in King Arthur's Court, and then A Kid in Aladdin's Palace. The second one is not Disney affiliated, like the first one is, and then they decided not to make the second one, but it was still made. We also got some magnets, some D23 Expo magnets.
Which were one of the little freebies they were handing out among many things that they were handing out to people, was one of these.
They're handing out D23 fidget spinners in 2 colors. One was black, one is the red with black. We both got the red. I wish one of us would have gotten the black, so we could have had both. But
They're very weighty. They're nice.
As fidget spinners go, they're great. They do everything that you want a fidget spinner to do. At one of the things that's right next to the picture panel, it was basically it was a survey spot. Would you have like a paid subscription for Disney movies? It was like 12 Disney movies in a week to stream them. They had a giveaway drawing thing, and when you filled it out, you got one of these little
they hold pictures or notes
things,
or whichever you would like them to.
But they're cool. So we got one of those each as well. At one point, the Disney and Pixar booths were handing out stickers and stuff, and we got these 2 from the Disney booth. Wreck-It Ralph 2, Ralph Breaks the Internet, like decal sticker, and then one for Olaf's Frozen Adventure.
He's wearing a little bow tie.
A little bow tie.
It's cute. It's made of leaves. At the Disney Dream Store, we got this beautiful Legacy Collection Robin Hood soundtrack CD. The artwork on it is great. I'm going to show you the back too, and it's not that good. Included with the purchase of the CD, we got a special lithograph, which is the cover art, but it's gigantic and it's very, very pretty, and we are going to hang it up eventually once we find a frame for it and the wall space, because we don't have any of that right now.
Something I've already shown on Instagram, but whatever. It's a Tomorrowland like placard from 1999 that just says commemorating the magic of tomorrow today.
We were also handed at one point off-brand pop sockets. They are from some website that I honestly have never been to. I'm not using mine because I don't want to put it over my phone case. If you've seen my phone case in real life, you'll know why. If you haven't, don't worry about it right now.
I put it on my phone because I don't have a case right now, and if it helps me hold on to my phone, then it works, and I'm going to take that and I'm going to run with it.
So another thing we received was at the Parks and Resorts panel, we were all, everyone in attendance received a pin from various Disney parks. We received one pin exclusive to each park around the world.
But I got a Pandora pin that says Pandora Conservation Initiative from Walt Disney World and Disney's Animal Kingdom.
And I lucked out big time because I got an Iron Man experience pin from Hong Kong Disneyland. Y'all know I love Iron Man. This pin is very special. I love it. One day I will go to Hong Kong and I will meet Iron Man and I will cry a little bit.
It also came in these super nice bags
Mm-hmm.
that are like velvet and say Disney Parks.
And they're drawstrings. So I didn't buy anything from the Besame Cosmetics booth this year, which is actually a little sad. I should have. But they have a Snow White collection releasing soon in honor of the 80th anniversary of the film. So this is basically like a newspaper showcasing the merchandise and like telling the story of Snow White and all of the stuff here. There's an eyeshadow palette, and the eyeshadow palette is colors that were used on Snow White in the film. Mm-hmm. The lipsticks are all lip colors she has in the movie as well during different points of the film. There's a Seven Dwarfs mini lipstick set. They're all themed to like gemstones. And then there's a cream rouge set. There's, I think, a lip balm set, but I'm not entirely sure. Don't quote me on this right now because I'm just kind of glancing over this at the moment. There's a very pretty mirror and a couple of little handbags. The fun thing about the eyeshadow palette too is that it actually is made to look like the book at the very beginning of the film. If you get a chance to get your hands on those, definitely do because I'm probably going to at some point, but I also didn't have a lot of money to spend this year.
Walking on to the archive stage, we were given, depending on which panel we went to, either a bookmark, and this one was for the Ink and Paint Women of Walt Disney's Animation panel.
Or a sort of postcard.
That was all about the UNESCO Walt Disney Archives collection of maquettes that we have started to already sell in the parks, and we're going to continue selling.
And the Ink and Paint one is a bookmark because it's actually a book that is coming out, which is another thing that I also really want to buy. It was being sold at the expo, but it was also very expensive, and again, didn't have a lot of money to spend this year. Speaking of brands that are getting Disney licensed this year, shout out to our friends at Cakeworthy getting licensed. What up, guys? Good job.
Yeah, that's exciting.
Incredible.
So, we went into the Dream Store, and one of the things that they handed us when we went in was a list of all of the pins that were being released for either Epcot's 35th, Space Mountain's 40th, right?
Yes. Space Mountain's 40th anniversary in Disneyland specifically, not in Walt Disney World because it opened there and not here.
Yes, yeah. I purchased 2 pins, one for each of those 2 anniversaries, the Epcot 35th and the Space Mountain 40th. These pins were the less expensive of their respective celebrations options and choices. There were other pins that were $40 a piece. These were only $17, so bought these instead. At one point, we walked past the Walt Disney Hometown Museum booth on the show floor. That is the museum that is in Marceline, Missouri. I have been twice. I went once in 2011 and once in 2013.
I have never been.
But we will go at some point because they're doing a lot of big new things at the museum because it's under new management of sorts.
Including?
But I bought a shirt for, we'll just do this, Midget Autopia, which is an attraction that was originally gifted to the Marceline City when it left Disneyland, which is the only time that has ever been the case of an attraction leaving the park and going somewhere else and being used.
Yeah.
It was unfortunately really run down and it was retired after a while, but the group is planning on bringing it back
restoring it,
and actually putting it outside of the museum and fully functioning. While we were also there, we were talking to the gentleman that's in charge of the museum right now.
Very nice guy.
Really, really nice guy. And he, because we were so interested in the museum, gave us these bracelets that say Walt Disney Hometown Museum, Marceline, Missouri. I won't really wear it ever because I'm not this kind of a bracelet wearing person, but it was really kind gesture for him to give us that because we showed that we were passionate. He said he only brought 50 and we got 2 of them, so that was really, really nice. And while we're on the topic, Saturday, November 18th in 2017, so this year, they're having their first Dreaming Tree Gala, or Gala, however you actually say it.
I say Gala.
But it's supporting the Walt Disney Hometown Museum. There are pricey tickets. Single tickets start at $400, tables start at $4,000. But they are being sponsored by Walt Disney World in future endeavors. So it's really, really great.
Yeah.
Spread the word if you can, if you've got $400 to spend on a ticket.
It is taking place in the Contemporary Resort of Walt Disney World in Florida. He didn't mention that, but I'm going to get that out there now. Single tickets start at $400. Again, it's pricey, but it's like a benefit for the museum. Yeah.
It says here, join us for a night of great food, fascinating conversation, and stunning fireworks. Keynote speaker will be former Retlaw CEO Robert Wilson, and it will be hosted by both Walt Disney World ambassadors, Ken Facey and Brandon Peters, and then our Disneyland, one of our Disneyland ambassadors, Mikey Trujillo. If this is something that you're interested in, by all means, take a look into that. You should check their website. I'll put a link into that somewhere down below.
Alright, so the next thing is super tiny small, so we're going to put a picture in here. But it is a pin of the Pizza Planet truck. I don't know if you all have ever seen the Pizza Planet truck driving around in real life, but it does, and my friend owns it. He's a super cool dude. If you ever see it, sit down and have a talk with him about it, because he's put a lot of love and care into that truck. It is incredible. It looks
straight out of the film.
Straight out of the movies.
In pins, this was actually given to me by someone when I got back to work the next day. It is a red pin that says Disney Treasures D23 2017, and the back says Funko. So I'm assuming this was the D23 member gift if you purchase something at the Funko booth.
Probably.
But it's really cool. It's like a parchment paper with like a star behind it. So I like the design, so I'm glad to have been given it. I'm going to keep it. I am a huge fan of Herb Ryman. He is probably my favorite of all of the Disney Imagineers who have a very, very distinct style. All of his concept work is beautiful, and I can't ever get enough of it. So we stopped by the Ryman Arts booth, and I bought a pin and for the 25th anniversary, the 25 years of Ryman Arts. And the backing card is actually signed by Marty Sklar. He was there 2 of the days over the weekend doing signings of his book that they were selling. So I bought the pin, and then I bought the what's the full title? A Brush with Disney, which is the Herb Ryman book. It's still in its packaging because I am afraid to open it because I don't want to ruin it. And I normally don't care about books, but it's beautiful.
The cover of the book features his concept artwork for Sleeping Beauty Castle. They had it printed on park tickets for a little while.
It was on park tickets for a little bit, and it was also when they were changing over for the 60th.
Yes, they had the giant tarp.
The giant tarp, and it was Herb's concept art. It was beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous to see it full size like that. It was incredible.
The very last thing we got is super huge, probably not going to fit in frame. This was a gift from a friend because she had a bunch of extras. You received this when you went into the animation panel. It is a promotional poster for Coco. It's stunning. I wish I knew who the artist was because it is absolutely incredible. If anybody knows, please just
I'll ask Lee on
throw it out there. That's a good idea. Tweet at Lee Unkrich because he will reply because he has nothing else to do.
Hey.
I'm not saying he has something better to do. I'm just saying he has something else to do.
Yeah.
He definitely has better things to do, but he'll reply to you anyway.
I think that's it. I don't think we missed anything that we got this with. Oh! So from the Expo Emporium show floor, whatever, I bought 2 watches. One of them is a holographic Fantasia watch. It's a digital watch that unfortunately does not work right now. I'm gonna do some serious research and try and find a replacement LCD display that will fit in this watch so that I can actually wear it because it's super cool looking. And then the other watch I bought is the one I'm wearing right now that I'll put in, but it's a Cast Blast watch from Disneyland to celebrate the opening of the new Tomorrowland in 1998. It features the Astro Orbiter and an Astro Orbiter vehicle as the second hand. And it's probably my favorite purchase of the weekend.
Thank you for watching us go through all of the stuff that we collected throughout the expo.
If you attended and you also purchased stuff, let us know what you got. We'd love to see what else people found. There was so much in the Dream Store. We didn't get the chance to go into either the Disney Store or Mickey's of Glendale. So if you bought stuff from those locations, let us know what they had because we'd be super interested in seeing what was there. And the Emporium floor was huge, and I'm sure that there were booths that we missed. So if you bought stuff from the Emporium as well, shout us out, hit us on Twitter, tag us on Instagram, whatever. But
I love haul videos. So.
I would love to see what you guys have from there.
Yeah. So stick around. I think next week we'll do our Fantasmic review. Yeah, does that sound good?
Yeah, it'll be we'll try and do food and the show.
Ah, yes, because there's promotional food items right now, which means we have to go into the park.
And eat them. How terrible that we have to go eat the food.
We gotta pay for the food.
Yeah, sponsor us.
Alright, well, thank you guys again.
That's it, so see you next week, y'all.
I hate this.